September, week 3 on the economic calendar.
Okay, on a serious note, it's gonna be a week recap, of course, of the entire week 3 of September. This week was FOMC week. We had that on Wednesday. No News Friday. We had high impact for the rest of the week, except for Monday and Friday, and then we had FOMC on Wednesday. So this was FOMC week, and yeah, let's see what trades we got. I really don't remember. I never ever remember until I look back at these videos. But yeah, let's go ahead and mark out every single session of this week. So 9 a.m. That's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm sorry. Replay mode's gonna start here. Alright, now let's get straight into it, because it is about to be 2 in the morning. I'm tired as fuck right now. Alright, just want to go to bed. And after this, I have to make a website, so I'm kind of screwed. Getting no sleep tonight, but it is what it is. Last recap I did for week 2 of September, it ended up being like an hour long, so I'm gonna try to make this shorter because there's no reason for it to be that long. So even right now, it's probably been 3 minutes already. I've just been yapping. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, I don't like how these 4-hour candles, when I go on the replay mode, it shows the 9. It shows from the ranges, of course, it starts at 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. But that means it shows the 9 through 10 candles, so I don't like that. But we're just gonna deal with it, because we're not babies. Oh, and this mouse won't fucking cooperate with me. It's being annoying. Alright. What do we see immediately, right? We see this sexy ass 4-hour candle getting respected, right? We have a wick out of here, and then looks like we're just bullish right there. Let's check on the 1 hour. Right before market open. Okay, so yeah. It's 3 consecutive candles before, right when 9 a.m. hits. We have 3 bullish consecutive bullish candles. There we go. Alright, and then prior to this, we see inverse right there. Okay, respect, inverse. We don't tap this. Looks like it could possibly be a SMT. Respect this right there. We respect that right there. So if you see things happen 2, 3, 4 times in a row, what else do you think is gonna happen, right? Obviously, the same shit's gonna happen. Okay, well, you shouldn't really think like that, but in these cases, yes. Because there's not really anything else to prove otherwise. I mean, we did take all-time highs right here, but doesn't look like we're reversing off there, so why would you not? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid right now. I'm just talking out of my ass, bro. Okay. Hold on, let's... Man, I need to lock in. I just smacked the shit out of my forehead for no reason. That did nothing. But okay, let's just be serious. I'm trying to get this done. Okay, so on the hourly, we're not tapping into anything. So on the 4-hour, we're bullish, right? The hourly, we're not tapping into any imbalance, but we did take liquidity. Let's see if we have SMT or something. What the fuck? This does not. Okay, wait, we might have SMT. Friday 4 a.m. Friday 4 a.m. Friday 4 a.m. Where are you? Friday 4 a.m. Where are you? You're all the way down here. Friday 3 p.m. Yeah, so we have the SMT on the high time frame. Let's go to market out. Alright, and then all-time highs has already been taken before market open, so not looking for shorts. Really don't have any targets for longs, to be honest, if we get any. But yeah, so we have the SMT, we took out liquidity, we tapped on the 4 hour, we inverse on the 1 hour, and we created multiple fair value gaps as well as this BPR right there. Just go ahead and, let me type. So we have 1 hour BPR right there. Now it's going on the 15-minute time frame. And boom, once we take liquidity, we have a massive rejection wick right there. Respect, and yeah, just have one 15-minute respect out of all these imbalances. We only have one respect, perfect. And then price chops up right here, making 0 fair value gaps. Not a single fair value gap to be in sight. Okay. I do like this. What the heck? Alright, I do like this low resistance right here that we made. There we go. Alright, ideal entries would be price comes down, market open, we take out low resistance, we tap this 1 hour BPR, or we do the same thing on ES, whichever pair, it doesn't really matter, as long as it happens on one pair, right? And we make an SMT or something, that would be great. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the 5-minute and market open. Of course, it's not at 9, so we're gonna put that where it really should be. Okay, we're gonna go up. Oh yeah, I should have bet on that. Put it all on black. Alright. What even? Oh, my brain is so fried. Why the fuck am I so tired? Don't you slap myself again, huh? I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, so we run up. Now, honestly, the only trade I'm going to be taking is, of course, you still could possibly get this low resistance and then push back up. But definitely not taking those shorts up here all-time highs. So the only type of longs I'm willing to take if this doesn't happen is if we tap into a 5 or a 15-minute gap. So let's actually see if I'm kind of curious to see if we get any setups. No. Okay, I actually think, I think there was a trade because I remember talking about this in a recap. And I said I would not take this trade. Yeah, I wouldn't take this trade. You get stopped immediately. It's pretty ass. So this doesn't count, okay? Although it's a pattern. This is like a pattern trade, right? This isn't something you should ever take. You should use your discretion because that's the most important tool, I guess, you could use in trading. Alright, so as I said before, we're not trading until we tap into a 15-minute or 5-minute. And because I remember going over that trade, I know we for sure get a trade this day. So let's go ahead and just skip to it. Skip the bullshit. More 5 minutes. Just gonna mark these out. Let me check the 15. Okay, so we do make a 15-minute right here. We have a 5-minute right there, and we have a 15-minute right here. We also have a 15-minute down here, but I'm not marking that unless we actually run down. Alright, so we have a 5-minute right there, and a 15-minute gets created down here somewhere. Let's just wait and see which one gets tapped. Okay, so this right when we tap into this 5-minute, this 15-minute gets formed, and you could look for entries here. There's nothing on the 1 minute. I mean, there's a 1 minute gap up here. You could take like a 30 or 15 second if there is one. But I do not ever want my stop loss to be at an unmitigated gap, whether it's a 5-minute or 15-minute. I don't want it to be at an unmitigated gap. So I'm not looking for entries here until we retap this 5-minute. So that way we can tap into this newly formed 15-minute, right? And let's see if we have any other confluences that will align with this, right? From this swing high, swing low, we have equilibrium right there, fully filling this 5-minute gap. Let's see if we tap that. If we tap that, we're ultra bullish. Oh, is that a fair value gap? Yeah, there is a fair value gap. So if we inverse this gap right there, I'm longing the shit out of this. We tap into the 15-minute. We have everything we want. Do we have any SMT or anything? Yes, we do have SMTs at those lows. Okay, boom, we tap EQ this range, we respect this 1 minute gap right there, and we have a pretty strong closed candle right there. This fair value gap looks very nice. Let's make sure we maintain that. Yeah, we maintain that SMT the low time frame. And we do have some pretty nice targets. We have all this LR right there, but of course we're gonna aim for the highest of the high right there, which is our newly formed all-time high. So if we inverse this gap, I'm taking that. Let's just make sure there's nothing on any other time frame. Yep, we're good. All right, so if once we inverse that gap, which is gonna be right now. There we go. Booyah! Wait, where are we at? Okay, I think this was a break-even trade. Okay, stop loss can honestly be right here, just to make this like a nice risk-reward ratio. I don't see why price would come all the way down here. We have the SMT, we tapped in the EQ and everything aligned up. So we're just gonna put stop loss there. And break even, we can't do it at the internal high because what the fuck is this risk-reward ratio? So we're gonna put it at this 1 minute right there. Nothing on the 5 minute. Right, yeah, nothing on anything else. So we're just gonna keep it as a 1 minute. And I do remember this hitting break even actually. Boom, boom, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that death candle. It's not even a death candle, it was just a double-sided lightsaber candle. Some bullshit, bro. There was not even news. 10:30. Someone must have tweeted something. I don't know what the heck that was. But yeah, we get break even. And I saw us have this rejection wick, and I remember being pissed off. And I was like, if this hits, bro, I'm going to do something very bad. I'm joking. But then we get this candle. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't even really care anymore. We come down. We almost hit stop loss. And then we hit full TP. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this day. This day was really ass. Here's the end of kill zone. Here we go, another pattern trend you could take, but of course it's a short. Wouldn't ever take this. We do have a lot of low resistance right here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's actually see if this hits. Or if it, okay. It should hit. It should hit. Okay, wouldn't. Good thing we would never take these shitty trades and just messing around with those. But yeah, alright, so far, how should we keep track of it? And we're gonna go back anyways, so I'll just remember that we're 1 for 1 right now. Actually, this is break even, so we're still, I mean, it's a winning trade, so we'll just hit a 101. Who cares? Alright, on to the next day. No. I didn't say you could go. Alright. So, 4 hour, of course, we're at all time. Oh my gosh, this fucking mouse. Alright. We're just bullish, of course, all time highs. I'm really just looking for longs until proven otherwise. You have that 4 hour gap right there. We have a 4 hour down here. See if we have any SMTs. Okay, we do have a 4 hour right there. Let me just mark that out just in case, because I know that it shows the 9 through 10 a.m. candle, and we might not have hit that, so we could have seen that as a confluence to go long. See on the 1 hour. See, yeah, before 9 a.m. hits, just 9 through 10 candle. We have this 4 hour that hasn't been tapped yet, so this would have been seen as a bit. Ugh. About to crash, man. About to tweak out. Keep stuttering, but we have this as a confluence that could push us higher, because we don't know if we're going to respect this or not. So we do have the SMT right there with the fair value gap. So we do have a break of structure right here on the 1 hour. We have this 4 hour that we could tap into. We also have another hourly down here. Let's go on a 15-minute and see what we have. All right, so we have London highs. We also have London lows aligned with that 4 hour, and we have Asia lows Now, honestly, we got everything. I don't really feel like doing anything else. Wait a minute. We could get shorts here. We have OTE. We have this fair value gap up here. We have equal highs. Honestly, it doesn't even look probable. I just marked it out just because. Alright, let's skip to market open. Hopefully we're doing good on time. Alright, market open, we dump. Make equal highs up here. This, I could definitely see long somewhere here, right? Definitely can see longs. You know, maybe there's 2 sets of equal highs up here. There's 3 sets actually. But this will be good enough to mark. Equal highs right there. Alright, we take this hourly, we take out all this liquidity. Make these equal lows. Yeah, we made equal lows on ES. Man, fuck, this shit's stressful when I'm tired and just recapping this shit. And it's not in live time. So I don't even give a fuck. I could care less about some stupid SMT right now. Wait, we gotta see if we had news. What am I doing? 8:30, okay. If we inverse this gap right here, I'm long in this bitch. Okay, so we edge it, and then we just decided to make a wick fest. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so we did take Asia low right there. Let's see if we have an SMT. No SMT. We just dump. Okay. If we inverse this gap, wait, no. We didn't take Asia low yet on this 1 minute time frame. There you go. So if we inverse this 2 minute, once we inverse the 2 minute, I'll take it. Okay. Fuck. I don't know if I'll take this. This is definitely gonna be a loss. I would not take this. I mean, you could take it and go break even. See, MP or some shit. What would a break even be? I would not take this, to be honest. This shit's so ass. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this 1 minute. How long are we chopping up for? From 9:52 all the way to 10:06. 9:52. That's dead. That's like 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes of just chop work, and then yeah, I'm not taking this. We're not even gonna mark this out because I don't want it to look like I took a loss. Yeah, we got stopped right there. Just to clarify, I would never take that trade. That trade is dog shit. If you take that, you are, I don't know what to say. You're a donut, as Dodgy says. You're a fucking donut. Don't even know what that means. Let's just skip through price action. This looks so bad. Like what? There's nothing else to take at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are done for this day. Forget this day. Alright, we do tap into a 5 minute. Let's see if we got a short. 15 minute. Tap into 5 minute. I'm just looking for a pattern trade here. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know why I'm still reviewing this day. There's literally nothing. Okay, so nothing on Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday are shit days. Absolute dog shit. Now we get into the fun part of the week, where Jerome fucking Powell speaks bullshit that makes the market go crazy. We're starting off on that 4 hour. Let's see, confluences. We have a 4 hour gap, unmitigated, right there. What else do we have? Recently, during the yesterday's PM session, we tapped into a 4 hour. Okay, so we're respecting this. I don't like these candles. These candles don't look too great. Look at all these candles prior to this day, right? Or to this time range. They're all nicely closed, full body candles. And right here we have we literally have candles. The body is like, the wicks are like 3 times the size of the body. That's insane. This doesn't look like a trading day at all, except it was one of the best trading days of this entire week. And yeah, let's just get into everything that happened. So we have 2 conflicting fair value gaps, right? We respected this one, and we come down, we tap into this one, we respect this one, so we can honestly just go in either direction. The hourly is not really telling the story except for we tap this 4 hour right there. Actually, we might have hit OTE of this entire range. Yeah, we hit not OTE, but we hit equilibrium of this entire range. Now to go to 15 minute. Okay, we have London lows right here. This looks like a protected low to me. We also have London high right there. And then we just have this high that tapped the 4 hour, which we'll just mark. So these are my levels for this day. If we do that, we'll just mark that range just because it looks nicer and it gives us plays in our favor more. Probably you shouldn't do that when you're actually trading. You should mark more realistic and better ranges, but I'm gonna just do this just because, as I said, it plays in my favor. We have an unmitigated 15 right here. Go to mark that. Not only do we have that 15 minute, but we also have a slight draw on liquidity right there. Nothing special, but it's still liquidity resting inside OTE and just underneath a 15 minute bearish gap. Now we go to market open. Okay, right before market open, we definitely could get some shorts right there. We are tapping the OTE level, hit the 15 minute. Honestly, as I said before, this is a crazy wick and looks like a protected low, but at the same time, we're playing within a range, right? We have 2 conflicting confluences. We have a bearish 4 hour, we have a bullish 4 hour, and we can honestly just go in any direction. The hourly can't really tell us much because it's just a wick fest, right? It looks like fucking pubic hairs. That's disgusting. But yeah, awesome shorts right here. Right at market open, we take this 15 minute unmitigated gap. We take that liquidity. We go into OTE. We get edged right here on this candle. Once we take this out, you get edged. Oh, that would have sucked if we inverse this 1 minute and then just get stopped just for us to go in the direction we wanted. That for sure would have sucked. Okay. Perfect entry right here off this 3 minute gap. I remember this trade I didn't take because I'll explain why in a bit. Let me just 2.8, almost a 3R. When I had it marked out, it was like 3 point something R. I think I had like drafted a stop loss like just somewhere lower. I don't remember where. Maybe right here. I don't remember. But we'll just put it here just because that's how we're supposed to do it. But I missed out on this trade. Okay, this was pretty annoying. I saw this happen. I saw us edge this gap and I saw us push up. And then here I thought we were going to get shorts. And then we pushed right back up. And so I looked down at my phone just for like a minute, like maybe not even a minute, to open my rewards on Clash Royale for each day, to open those free things in the fucking shop. And I look back at my screen and I see this shit. We start dumping, bro. And oh my gosh, the anger in my body that day, it was crazy. I just felt like I was going to full port my live account because of how mad I was. I just felt like doing something stupid. Obviously, I'm not actually that dumb to do something that dumb. But, yeah, it was pretty annoying. So that's a good break-even point right there. It was 5 minute low. And yes, I don't know if full TP got hit. Okay. Yes. Here. Okay, so I missed out on the first trade. Let me go back because that was a setup. And I hate when the shit spoils it because it feels not as authentic. Feels like I'm just faking this shit, but all right. So we have this trade. Let's make it. There we go. And I wasn't really too worried about this because really was kind of like my mind wasn't fully set on like for sure taking this trade just because how we like edged that 1 minute inverse and then we pushed back up and then pushed down. So I was kind of okay with this. I mean, obviously seeing the RR, I was like still pretty pissed, but I was fine with it until I saw this, right? This was super beautiful. All right, we have a 5 minute aligned with OTE of this range. So we tap into the 5 minute and we edge London low. I don't know if we take, we don't take London low, so we do have an SMT right there on the high with this low resistance, but London low seems like the draw for NQ, right? We came so close to it. So once we tap this 5 minute, I'm looking for an inverse. 1 minute we have multiple 1 minutes. We have 1, 2. We also have multiple 2 minutes. I remember 1, 2, and then we had a 3 minute, and then a 5 minute. We have a 3 minute right there, and a 5 minute right here. Right, boom. Take the highest inversion. We get the 5 minute. All right, I wanted to take the 3 minute, but it closed at the same time as a 5 minute, around the same area, so it didn't really matter. Boom. You can put your stop like at that candle. Make it just a little bit over 1-to-1. If you wanted, you could even put it right there, but better safe than sorry. So you can put it right there. It's gonna mess your risk reward ratio up, but it's fine. But that's actually the problem as to why I didn't take this. So I waited for a retrace for us to come back into the 5 minute inversion. And what do? We don't do that shit. We just hit TP straight away. Oh my gosh, no way, I just bottom tick TP. What the fuck? That's crazy. I'm the market mover. But yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Missed out on 2 trades right there. And then I'm just going to skip through price action. Going to the PM session when FOMC actually happened. This was crazy. That should be good enough. We're already in Asian session for Thursday. So on the 1 minute, on this day, like I didn't even go over like into too much detail. I just saw like this was basically pattern trading analysis. So I just see that, okay, so we had an SMT right here at these highs. SMT at these highs. All right, let me show it. SMT at the highs. That's the right one, right? Yeah, it better fucking be. Okay, yeah. Once again, this is gonna be like the 3rd or 4th time. SMT at those highs. And then we have a 1 minute inverse right there. Don't really need to mark it out because you can obviously see it was a pretty banger of a trade. What are the time frames over there? Nothing on the 2 minute. Well, there was a 2 minute right there. Yeah, maybe you could have taken the 2 minute or the 3 minute. The 3 minute would have kind of already closed too low. No need to wait if the 1 and 2 minute already got inverse. So we got that one. All right, TP at those lows, right? These London lows. And then let's see what this taps into. Come on, mouse, cooperate. In a big ass 4-hour gap, right? We take a lot of liquidity. We're in another 4-hour gap. And this is where we get longs. Boom. Look at this nice V shape. Obviously target the next buy side. And we also, right here off this, we have another entry model because this tapped into a 5 minute. Tapped into a 5 minute for a nice 1 to 2. Targets 1 to 1.5. Went up to 1 to 2 before hitting break even. Here's the 5 minute that we tapped into. Boom, right there. Shazam. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. This video has been like around maybe 30 minutes. I think we started recording at like 150 or something like that. Alright, let's just get into the next day. I made a mistake again. There we go. Alright, Thursday, I think, was a pretty good day. I know Thursday, yeah, Thursday was definitely a good day. Yeah, we tapped this 1 hour, we respect it, we push up. This is on the 4-hour chart. We inverse this 4 hour, we made new all-time highs, so of course we're bullish once again. On the hourly, we have this fair value gap that we're in, we're respecting, but we're dropped back down. We have another hourly right here. Another thing we have is this 1 hour BPR. Okay, we're respecting gaps, inversing. We're respecting bullish, inversing bearish, just pushing up. So of course I'm gonna be bullish. The 15-minute. Another nice BPR right there. So we have a 15-minute and hourly BPR. I do remember this day. I don't remember the exact trade, like what we sweat, but I remember these two BPRs. OTE, this is perfect. This is pitch, perfect. London right here. Oh my goodness, I'm so fucking tired. London, Asia. Fuck all this extra analysis. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna skip through it to the part where I know where we got to trade. It was somewhere. I don't know if we swept these lows or respected OTE. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Oh, market opens over here. I'm an idiot. Okay, market open. We push up. Tap into a 5 and 15-minute. Let's see if we got any shorts. There's nothing. Literally nothing. Maybe on the 30-second or something like that. Okay. What we did, we wanted. We tapped around OTE. We tapped into 1 hour. We tapped into 15-minute BPR. Now we're just waiting for a gap to get inversed. Oh, yes. Okay, I know this entry right here. You could put stops right there. Targets, of course, are the newly formed all-time highs. Break even, maybe right. Nah, this is more like a TP. You can definitely go break even a little bit earlier. But this was a 1-minute entry as well. You have two fair value gaps, 1, 2, and the next one is when we inverse. Right there. So we get a 1-minute and a 2-minute inverse entry, and yeah, be break even up there. Let's just put stops where it should be. It should be right there, but I'm probably definitely putting it at the body close just for a better risk reward ratio. Okay. So we hit break even point, and then we run up. Oh, what was it then? Because I remember I got break even on this trade, and I was pretty pissed off. It was kind of annoying. Okay, yeah. I went break even here off this 1 minute. Since there was no 5-minute, I went break even, which is pretty reasonable, right? I didn't think we would push all the way down, but unfortunately we did. Was hoping for a re-entry somewhere off here, like maybe like we get an inverse, maybe on the 1 minute, even on the 30-second. I was willing to take a 30-second on here for a re-entry, but we didn't, so I took a discretional trade. So this was on one of the evals, got break even, and then I took, what the heck? I took a discretional trade off the second close candle, and my stop loss was like around here. But yeah, so this was on the live account. Made around like I risked full percentage, so I made around, I think the risk reward was higher. It was a 1.5 R. So either my stop was a little bit lower or a little bit higher, I mean. Or it was my entry that was a little bit lower. But I know for sure it was like around a 1.5, but it doesn't really matter. Here's the trade I took. It was more of a discretional trade. There was no really entry point. I mean, if you did like a fair value gap entry, like we tapped with fair value gap, wait for a bullish candle respecting it. Could have been like this. but the stop would have to been like down here. Yeah, would have to been down there. So this was definitely a discretionary trade. And because it was on the live account, I didn't aim all the way up here, which I definitely should have. Look at the risk. It would have been like a what? 3 plus R. Oh my gosh. But I settled for less, unfortunately. But it's fine. A win is a win. I shouldn't be complaining. I don't know why I'm complaining. But yeah, that was the discretional trade. And then I took another discretional trade on the eval. It was like around here. And okay, yeah, I remember this. It was this fair value gap I had my stop at. And I targeted all-time highs. Right there, yeah. It was either right there or right. No, it was this one. Something like that. But yeah, these took 3 trades today, 2 bangers, and then unfortunately a break even. This could have definitely been a banger if I just waited for my break even to be up here. But what happens, happens. So Powell, I don't know what he said. Didn't even watch the meetings. I don't even know if he cut rates or not. I really don't know, because I also don't give a shit. But yeah, he left a good trail of good price action. So Wednesday, Thursday, some of the best days I've seen in a while. This is just beautiful. You can't really ask for much better, especially after seeing what Monday and Tuesday had to offer. And I don't remember much about Friday. There's a trade I missed out on Friday too. Dang, bro, I've been making mistakes all week. What the fuck? I gotta lock in, bro. This upcoming week, I'm not missing a single trade. Taking every A plus setup. Alright, on Friday, starting off on the 4 hour. Oh my gosh, we don't have Jack. Starting on the 1 hour. Next. Inverse this gap right here and see if we have like SMT or something. No. Don't see anything that catches my eye. Where is... There we go. Okay, we're in OT. We're respecting OTE, respecting these for value gaps. We took out this liquidity. So we inverse this gap. We inverse this gap. Definitely gonna be bullish, aiming towards all-time highs here. On the 15-minute, we took out Asia already. And we just have these highs right there. We respect this gap. Looks like we're respecting this gap right here. Anything on the 5-minute to look at? No, let's just wait till market open. This is the last day and I'm off this shit. Honestly, I'm just going to bed after this. I'll make that website like tomorrow or something. Okay, this looks like a nice pre-market long. We tap into this 5-minute gap. Let's see if we get any entries. Ooh. Is this a fair value gap? Sure is. Tap into the 5-minute. Whoa, this entry's kind of scuffed. We'll probably just put stops right there. Nah, maybe at the top of this candle open. All-time highs is right here. You would have gone break even. This is just a pattern train. I wouldn't take this. It's before market opens. Pre-market. It does hit like a bitch though. Hitting like, wow, that was a crazy candle. Was that the market open? Not even. 9:25. Whoa, what the heck is going on? It's wild market open. We do dig deeper into these 5 minutes and see if there's like a 15-minute gap. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is a long. I think this is the one I missed out on. We tap into a 15-minute right there. my gosh, this price action looks horrible. Oh, I remember I seen this. I had a chance to re-enter on it, but I didn't. Stops, honestly. Oh, well, all-time highs is all the way up here, so we don't need to put stops like super tight. Because we have, this is a 3 plus R, it's more than enough, so we can put stops like, put at this low, it's a 1.5 R. Let's just make sure everything aligns right. We tap into the 15 minute. Okay, respect the 5 minute, inverse the 5 minute. It's so perfect. And of course, you get break even up here. We do suffer drawdown right there, but then we smack TP. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, and this is where I could have re-entered, right? We did come in drawdown, and once we came back up, I could have definitely took an entry right there. And I remember I saw it because I was late to this entry. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the 1 minute, and I saw price look shit. Didn't see any 1 minute entries, and I checked the 5 minute, and boom, we inversed that 5. It was really, really nice. Unfortunately, didn't take it. This week, I just been an idiot. Still up on the week. I still capitalize on that trade that I took on Thursday. Yeah, didn't really make much mistakes, except for FOMC is pretty much the biggest mistake. Just missing out, just waiting for a re-entry. I should have just took the 5 minute. That's one thing I can take back from this week. A mistake I made. I mean, these like missing out on these type of trades, it's not really something like I would 100% take. So I'm kind of like in the middle of like, do I take it, do I not? But I do need to fix that, like make up my mind of whatever the fuck I'm gonna do, right? Can't just be thinking like that all the time. But on the trades that I'm 100%, let's see, what was I gonna say? Man, I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Just scratch it. Yeah, let's just go over the trades real quick on the 15-minute time frame for each day before I end this bitch and go to bed. All right, this day we tap continuation model. We tap into a 15-minute, as you can see right there. We respect this little range on the 5 minute. Yep, on this 5 minute range, we respect OTE, and oh, that was a break even one, right? Oh my, this freaking mouse, man. 1 minute entry right there, break even. So 0 losses still. There's 0 losses this entire week. Tuesday, let's see what happened. Tuesday there wasn't crap. I mean, there was a trade here off this. There was like a 2 or like a 3 minute. I think it was a 2 minute. But I mean, look at this price action. You shouldn't ever take a trade after we show, like, if we're printing candles like this, you should never take a trade. So this doesn't count either. Didn't take this loss. I think I took this right. No, yeah, I took Monday's trade. Got break even. Yeah, I took Monday's trade, got break even. So we're still pretty much 0 for 0. 0 for 0 on Tuesday. We didn't take any trades, and there was no trades to be taken, so we didn't miss out on anything. And then FOMC, the first trade was a reasonable miss out because I wasn't really decided on taking this trade. Like, I couldn't make up my mind, so I was like fine with it. You know, I don't want to make rash decisions, and then or irrational decisions. Am I even saying that right, dude? I'm so fried. I need sleep. This trade, however, this is the biggest, my biggest flaw of this week, right? I made up my mind. I knew 100% I wanted to take this trade, targeting London lows and then just a little bit over for a 1-to-1. I was just waiting for a retrace, and fuck. Let's see. Okay, lesson for this day, right? What can I take away from this? Was it really a bad move waiting for a retrace? I mean, to be honest, not really. It's not something like, it was reasonable for that to happen, right? We made a BPR. Would have been nice if we tapped this and then push lower. But maybe what can I do differently? It's just avoid waiting for re-entries because we might not always get them. Might not always get that retrace back into up to the inversion. The only time I would ever, I guess, really do that is maybe if we close all the way down here and then we get a retrace. I can maybe set a limit order, and then once we hit TP, obviously we'll just discard of that trade. But yeah, maybe I should have just taken it right here, like boom, just taking it. The RR, like it doesn't have, the stop doesn't have to be at the high, right? We can always adjust the stop loss to be more reasonable. But yeah, pretty unfortunate. That's my biggest mistake. So I guess lesson from now is just don't set your mind on limit orders or trying to wait for retracements. Just take the entry. If you know this model has a very high win rate, like I said, we took 0 losses for the trades. Obviously, discretion is going to be like being taken into account for. But like if you just were to just pattern train this model, it'd be obviously much harder to be profitable with it, rather than if you were trading with discretion. Because with pattern trades, there's many losses you take. So this model still is very high, and what's it called? In win rate, right? Win rate. Jesus. Oh my goodness. My brain, my neck is hurting, my eyes are hurting, everything's hurting, bro. Just fucking burn me alive at this point. Goodness gracious. Okay, let me restart. I need to restart. My brain needs a whole reboot right now. Let me get some water. Alright. Now, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I feel like Patrick fucking Star. I'm so stupid. What? I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, win rate. Okay. So if you were to pattern train this model, the win rate would still be, I feel like, decent. Like you can definitely be profitable with it, but you would take a lot more losses. Like that Tuesday loss you would have taken. Not sure. I don't really remember what other losses you would have taken. On Monday, there's a short that you would have taken that would have been a loss as well. But when you add discretion in this, it just makes the win rate so much better. You take higher probability setups. You're not wasting your time and capital on bullshit setups. So yeah, discretion is really heavy to have a really high win rate. Like last week, the last week recap I did on week 2, 7 for 7, 0 losses, right? It's freaking awesome. Yeah, that's Wednesday, and then we had these crazy trades hit. There's probably definitely some pattern trades like that you would have lost on though. Like, because I only showed the wins. Like right here, maybe there's like a 5 minute, like any other time frame inverse. There's definitely an entry somewhere here, and you would have definitely lost or got break even, depending on where the entry was. This 5 minutes kind of big, and it's like we already delivered most of the way up, so I wouldn't see you taking. See right here, technically this would have been an entry with your pattern trading, but discretion would tell you this is 15 minutes of price action of delivering. Why would you enter when we are like a whole third of the way there from the entire time of this? Like this entire leg, like look at the risk reward ratio, man. This is terrible. That helps you avoid trades like that, discretion, which is something everybody needs in trading. You get that with market experience. I don't even have that much market experience. As I said, I've been only trading for like about a little bit, like 1.5 years. Yeah, around 1.5 years, maybe a little bit more. So I still have a lot of market experience to get. There's some traders who've been trading for like 10 years, for 6 years, 3 years. Yeah, just yapping. And then Thursday, we had another banger day, and this honestly, these don't count. I think like if I'm just reviewing the actual model, this is the only trade that counts. Everything else, I mean, maybe there's a 15-second entry or a 30-second. There's nothing on the 1 or 2 minute, right? Yeah, there's literally nothing. So for the model, On Thursday, we only took one trade, which was a break even, but I don't know. This was not even a bad break even point. I guess this was just pretty unfortunate. So it was a break even, but still a winning trade, and then 2 discretionary wins. Like, there was no confluence. I mean, the only confluence on this one was these fair value gaps getting respected, but it wasn't really a data entry or anything like that. And this one was just complete discretion. I just took this because I was like, fuck this. I already know we're gonna hit all-time highs. So I just took that shit. And then Friday there was nothing. Oh no, there was a trade I also missed out on, but I didn't even notice it happen. So it wasn't like something that I was hesitant on. Like Wednesday, that FOMC trade, I was kind of hesitant. Was I hesitant? I don't know. All I know is I was waiting for a retrace. So whether you want to call that being hesitant or not, it's up to you. But this trade I didn't even know happened. This one doesn't really. This is just a pattern trade kind of. I don't really trade before market open, as I said before. But this one I missed out on. This one hit like crazy. Pretty unfortunate. And then there was a short. But as I said, you don't take shorts. This is a pattern trade as well. As soon as we inverse that, let's see. Probably at this high. Yeah, that's another pattern trade I wouldn't take. See, I mean, you do get more wins with pattern trades, but you also get more losses. So it's not really worth it. It's just pretty random. So I avoid those. Just taking, a combined pattern with discretion. And yeah, that's enough yapping. That's honestly it for this video. Pretty good FOMC week we have. In terms of the trades that I would have taken, we had 1 win, 2 wins, because we're not counting these. We're talking specifically about the model. And 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you want to be generous, 5. So it's 5 for 5 of the week. This one was a break-even trade. Everything else hit. There's a bug in here. What the hell? What was it? Alright, but yeah, should that be the title of the video? 5 for 5? Should we be generous? It should be 7 for 7, but I'm not gonna count these in the video title. I don't know. What should I do for the video title? Let me think. Nothing better to do. This video's already about to be an hour long, and I didn't want it to be. So I might as well just make this video an hour long, huh? Just sit here and talk. Okay, I'm not doing that. I need to go to bed, but wait. It's 3? Oh no. Okay. It's about to be 3. Title of the video. FOMC week recap. Okay. The thumbnail will be like Powell just saying some shit. Oh no. Oh shoot, it's already about to be, oh my gosh, September's about to be over already. It's about to be October. This upcoming week's week 4. Bro, it's crazy how fast time flies whenever you're a trader. You're just waking up every day, just looking forward to trading. Like time just flies like that, man. It feels like it was just like March and April, like last month. Bro, that's crazy. Dang, man. Alright, let's see how well, we'll see how week 4 treats us. Hopefully, we don't keep making mistakes, right? We missed out on 1 trade. We missed out on 3 trades. Okay, 3 fucking trades this week. That is not acceptable. Dang. That really isn't acceptable. The first trade we missed out on Wednesday, that first 3-minute short, I wouldn't say missed out on. It was just my lack of focus. Well, I still missed out on it, but it was just a lack of focus. So what can we learn from that? Just stop being retarded. Like, it's just my fault, bro. Like, what the fuck was I doing? And then the second trade on Wednesday, which was the second one that I missed out on. A mistake that I can definitely learn from. Just not wait for the retraces. Just take the entry. And then this one was just pay the fuck attention. Or maybe I just wasn't that confident in it. I didn't really like how, I don't know. I mean, I was completely okay with missing this trade, as well as the 3-minute short. The only one that got to me was the 5-minute short on Wednesday. strictly because I made my mind up that I wanted to trade that, and I didn't end up like entering. So yeah, that's the mistakes I made for this week. Definitely learn from them. You won't see me making these mistakes next week. I can promise you that. And if I do, I'm gonna have to do something embarrassing or bad. I'll have to punish myself, so I won't make those stupid mistakes again. But yeah, that's the week recap for FOMC. Peace, I guess. Good night.